Baltimore Ravens pass for 107 yards, run for 294 yards against the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. Get a big win by 17. They cover the 8.5, 9, wherever you end up getting it at. And this Cowboys defense is atrocious, has been. The offense seems to be lost. Our guy, Andy Dalton, who was supposed to come on the show one time but had to back out at the last second or whatever. A good guy. I still think he's a good guy or whatever. Good guy. That team looks completely lost. Do you think this is good for the Ravens, though? You think the Ravens are potentially coming out of this feeling a lot better about themselves?
I don't know if they should. I mean, they got to feel good about getting a win. It's always good to win no matter who you're playing in the NFL. They always have good players. That doesn't mean they're a great team. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Ravens, they should feel pretty good about it. But also, I'd be scared at the same time that I'm a bit one-dimensional offensively heading into the most important part of the season. Yeah,
it does feel like a lot of missed passes last night by Lamar. There was a lot of running, obviously, success. J.K. Dobbins, they said he put on some weight and he take some more hits, I guess, or something like that. But will the Baltimore Ravens be able to win any games that matter, or are they one of those teams that will get there but just has no chance of making it? It does feel like that at the moment. Never would have thought that, by the way, after Lamar Jackson's breakout year last year where he was the MVP and the talk of every single conversation. This offseason, we saw him juke a jet ski on a beach. Remember that? And they were up in there and running. But now it's like, are they going to have to get a new offensive coordinator? Will they have to change some things up, kind of put some freshness back in there? I believe Lamar's contract's probably up either next year or the year after that. It's next year probably. His contract's probably up rather soon. Year. Yeah. And he becomes the first player in NFL history with 5,000 pass yards and 2,500 rush yards in the first 3 seasons or whatever. So he's got 2 more years on there because it's 5 years. He's a first-round draft pick, right? Yep. But Lamar Jackson, what are they going to do to take him to that next level? Will that team be able to continue to climb? They get a big win, but that's still a big question, I think, out there on everybody's mind.
Yeah, it is. Like everyone always wonders, okay, if you can shut down the run, is Lamar good enough throwing the ball to beat you? Like in the playoffs, can he do it? And he's definitely shown glimpses of that. He hasn't consistently put it together, but I mean, I know opposing defenses obviously aren't excited to play this guy. Like you can maybe think, hey, he's not going to throw for 350 on us probably, but we have to be aware at all times because there's so many plays he extends and pulls down and breaks your back, getting third down conversions and all the misdirection. It causes like the defense to be so confused. I don't know if you watched the Dallas defense last night. There's multiple times they're chasing the ball carrier, they're chasing Lamar when they don't have the ball. Like they can't figure out and see even who has it yet.
The interesting thing there is whenever they show highlights of Lamar, I think it's all highlights from last year.
There's not a lot this year.
You know what I mean? It's a very different, like he outran Jalen to the corner there and got around him. But last year it was every single week he was doing something that made somebody look like a junior varsity athlete. And it was on the NFL. This year there hasn't been as many. What is the reason? Is it Yonda? Is it everything? He said people, or is it defensive coordinators are just like, all right, you got us 1 year. Now you're going to have to do a little bit more if you want to continue to get us. And maybe this year will be a wake-up call, or maybe they get hot and just continue to win.